Today we're off to see a lake. Well, welcome to another episode of Warwick Naylor's Boomerang Adventures, and today I'm going to be taking you to see a lake that's not far from my place, but it's very different to the places we usually go. I have been going to a few bodies of water lately, but this time I'm taking you to see a lake and the things that are around the edge, and I'm going to do a bit of fishing again. So I also find some other little animals along the way, which makes a really nice show, so I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you at the end of the episode.
You can't turn the tide, let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide, you can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody's waiting down the line. You pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright.
Well, I've been fishing this morning and I've managed to get my first fish, which is a unique thing for this channel. I've actually caught a fish, and I've got on the GoPro, so hopefully we can get one on film for you. And it's a little redfin. They're quite small, I think, the ones that are in here, but it's better than nothing. I'll just give you a look at it. They're a very pretty fish, redfin. The proper name is English perch, but you can see why they call them a red fin as well. Beautiful little red fin, and they're probably the best eating fish in Australian waters, even though they're an introduced species, obviously coming from England. But it doesn't stop me, just because something's feral doesn't stop me wanting to go and capitalise on it. So I'm going to cast a few lures out. There's a lagoon out in that area there, a little bit deeper sort of water with a whole heap of trees, and they're using it for a bit of cover. And so I'll give it a go for a bit longer and see what happens. I've got my little sun protector on. You've got to be careful when you're fishing not to have too much sunscreen around, because it can scare them away. They've got a really good sense of smell. And this is actually I've made this up. I mean, my wife did a little bit. She did the hem and the elastic and the edging and the original cutout, but everything else I did. The bit where it says, can you make one of these for me? And so she did that. But it keeps the sun off my neck and that, and keeps me cool, so I'm giving it a bit of a trial run. And turn this on if I catch a fish so you can see it in action. Well, I'll head out and see what we can do.
I can feel the sun and how the wind makes way across the fields. Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something real. Someone said it's better when you hold on to a helping hand sometimes.
Well, I've given the fishing away for now. Caught one little redfin, but yeah, they've all gone off the bite. So I'm just going to have a bit of a wade through this shallow water with a net, with like a fine net, and see if I can catch any little fish or something else just to look at while we're here. Keep it interesting, and I'll put them in the bucket and we'll have a look at them. Not getting anything. I think the holes in this net are too big. I think I'll try another net. Alright, take 3. Right, got a million little fish in here. They all look to be the same type. I think they're probably minnow. So that nice deep body. Even the smaller ones have got the same sort of a figure. They kind of look like a bit like a guppy sort of a fish, but yeah, there doesn't seem to be much else in here except these things. I was hoping we might get a baby redfin or golden perch or yellow belly or a cod, but I don't think we're going to. Looking from the top in, they all seem to be the same sort of fish, the way they're behaving. It's still fun to catch them because they're quite a lively little thing. I'll let them go. Yeah, they're tough. Yeah, well, I'll have a bit more of a look, but I don't know what the chances that we're going to get something different, but I'll keep looking for a bit longer. Oh, well, something a bit different. Got a little shrimp. A freshwater shrimp. A few of those in here. Same sort of tiny little fish again. So that area I got those other fish before was in a little, like a bay. And this is more of the open area into the lake. So you can expect there to be a few more different animals or different sizes of them. It's a nice spot. I don't think we're going to get much more with this, not much more different stuff. Might be some frogs around. It's going to be hard to get them though, in the middle of the day. I'll have a bit more of a look around, might be able to turn a log over or something, we'll try that. Righto, well, here's something different straight away. It's a carp that's died a long time ago by the look of him. and that's what's left. And I can tell it's a carp because of these scales. Carp have quite big scales, and a lot of the Australian fish have got a lot smaller scales than that. So in Australia it's illegal to throw your carp back after you've caught them. You've got to kill them and leave them up on the bank because yeah, noxious fish and they don't want any chance of them breeding. And it's getting eaten a bit more by a few more bugs, but they're quite tough. Like I know why they're so hard to kill, because they're just so tough. Like that's the bone in that head is amazing. Yeah, it's sort of past the stinking stage. There's a few bugs just getting the last remnants of nutrients that are left in the carcass there. There's a nice earwig. That's a pretty cool earwig. Haven't seen one like that before. Wow. They've got this nasty sort of a pincers on the back of them, which don't really hurt if they get you, but they're probably used to get other things with that for their own eating purposes. Yeah. Okay, see what else we can find by the water's edge. Every time you got a change in any sort of a situation, you'll get different animals liking that environment. So it's a good opportunity to have a look around and see what else you can find. And so here we go, straight away, a different animal. That's a type of cockroach there. He's definitely not what I'm used to seeing. A lot faster actually than a lot of cockroaches around my way. What else can we find around here? There we go. Inside, in these things here, in these little sort of cobwebby things, there's always a little spider. You watch, ready? I'll pull this away. There's a spider in there. Look at that. And that's, looks like a mother with a few babies around her. And we've got, at my place, we've got ones almost the same as that. So that's that nice variety that you see from somewhere else. Oh, there's more of those cockroaches. Seem to be a common animal around here. You do have to be a bit careful doing this. Sometimes you'll get a snake that comes up under the bark and it'll just rest there. So if you pull it off and the snake falls out of the tree, if you're under that spot, you might get landed on. So it's got to have the wits about you a little bit. I might look under this old carpet here. Someone's left it from a camp they've had. Who knows what we might find here. Yeah, these are the spots where you definitely might see a snake, so I haven't got my shoes on. Oh wow, look at that. So, where'd he go? It's a really funny looking flat sort of a cockroach. Very well camouflaged. Disappeared on me. No, not much else there. Oh, here we go. This is a smaller one that I saw before. So that is wood lounge, believe it or not. And they've got a great sort of camouflage, and you'd hardly know that it was an animal until they move. Look at him, he goes. Yeah, there's another one. It's a little baby one. Yeah. I think they're cute actually. Got a bit of character. And looking at us the whole time, there's some of those Corellas. Those Corellas are a Australian native parrot. They're similar to a galah, except they're almost all white. They've got a little bit of pink around their face and on their neck. And they make a very loud noise when they're all together and flocking. And got a screech, a little bit like a sulphur-crested cockatoo. A little bit more tame than a galah. You don't get this close to a galah, they'll fly away before you get that close. So they're funny sort of an animal. Oh look, nice little lizard. This is a gecko. And they're like a skink in that they'll drop their tail. So you've got to be a bit careful not to be rough with their tail. And these are quite a common type of lizard here. And I can't remember their name. I did know the name. It's been a while since I've seen it written down. I've forgotten it. So yeah, when you catch a lizard like that, you just find another spot that they can hide back under straight away. Because these are they're not very fast and they're quite vulnerable to birds. So there she goes. Well, thanks for sharing that little outing with me, and I hope to see you on the next episode. I'll catch you later.